Hello, my beautiful collective. Elsie here to give you a reading. It's not going to have any dates or times on it. It's just going to be yours whenever you see it. It may or may not resonate for you. It is a collective all sign reading, which means that I'm just going to call out the signs as I see them. And either it's your reading or it's not. Put on your intuitive hat and you'll know if I'm talking about you. If you are brand new, welcome here. Oh, look at that. If you are brand new, welcome here. Thank you for clicking here. I do appreciate you. And I guess it's time to stop talking, right? Get the reading done, lady. Okay, so here we go. Movement, choices, decisions. Okay. All right. Movement, choices, decisions. So there is some sort of, some sort of decision that's coming up that is going to create movement for you, collective. What else do we have here, please? Collective energies, please. Obstacles and challenges. Not a shock, right? That's what we choose. When we make the choice and the decision to move, sometimes there are obstacles and challenges, and that's the truth. Sometimes they look bigger than we think they are, and we don't realize how much help we have, how much actual help we have from angels, guides, etc. I always see that when I see this card because I have a lot of orbs in my home, so I see these as orbs, and it feels like it's an obstacle of belief, I believe. I believe. Pardon me. It's an obstacle of belief. Someone is trying to make a decision. They're doing it with hope. They're hoping to make a decision about getting over some sort of a barrier, is what I want to say. Some sort of a barrier. The inability to be able to jump over that crack, you can see that there's not very much distance between it there, but someone feels apprehensive, I think, to take the leap because of the obstacles and challenges. There are pitfalls, absolutely. But I feel like you have angels and guides is what this tells me. You have angels and guides that are there kind of holding you up. This is the star. What I want to say is like you have divine energy holding you up here, collective. Yeah, holding you when you need it. So I feel like you're going to take some sort of a leap, or there is something that you know that where there's obstacles and challenges, but you do need to move forward. You have to make the decision to go, and you're just hoping it's going to work out in the end. Somebody is giving themselves over to faith, right? Faith are things that are hoped for and not seen, right? Hope. Yeah. Oh my. Ooh, somebody's taking a leap. One of the big leaps. Spiritual union. Then we have power. That is the strength card. The lion is present. So this person, whoever it is trying to get over this obstacle. You're going to do it. You are going to do it. Otherwise, the power wouldn't have showed up. Got fulfillment of wishes that also came out with the trapped in fear. Okay. So it's like there's some sort of a barrier to you and your happiness. Sacral chakra. Okay. Understood. Life's feeling challenging. Life's feeling like you don't have enough energy, that you can't move forward. It feels like Charlie is showing me someone who's in rubber boots trying to get through the mud. The foot just pops out and the boot's stuck in the mud. Like somebody feels like they're really going through either like time has slowed down for you completely, or things are taking a long time, or you feel stuck in the mud. You feel like you can't move forward for some reason. But I would say that would be legit because we have trapped in fear and fulfillment of wishes. So it feels like it feels like there is somebody here who is going to experience an upgrade, I want to say, because we have card 8, card 9, we go upwards, right? And I feel like although it scares you to move forward and have this happiness, it's coming anyway. Yeah. You're going to have to learn how to deal with being really happy, whoever I'm talking to. And it's not that I think you're unhappy. I feel like that you have been living a life that has been comfortable. And I think things are about to get wonderfully uncomfortable. Yeah, it's about to terrify you because here's a spiritual union. Yeah. So I feel like there are obstacles in this union. You're going to have to be courageous to take the leap. You're going to have to be able to take the leap, right? Got water here. Yep. You're going to have some courage to do that here. You're going to have to find the lion inside. If you want to move forward with the spiritual union, because I'm just going to say it, I feel like this could be a real challenge. Like the situation itself could be a real challenge. That there'll be a lot of obstacles, but that you feel like this is going to work. You feel like even though you're trapped in fear, fulfillment of wishes is here, and so is hope, which is a star. So I feel like you feel that you are going to, regardless, be able to get through it. But it terrifies you. And you got to be full of courage, because here comes the spiritual union. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. All right. It's almost like a build-up, like a crescendo. Is that what I want to say? For those who know music, you know, when it goes from very quiet or almost... It's almost like the tuning phase. If you've ever listened to or been to an orchestra, if you don't know what that sound is, just you can Google it. Oh, not Google it, but you can go through YouTube, I should say. And you can find that sound of the beginnings when they're all just tuning up their instruments. That's what it feels like right now. That's the energy that I'm getting. If I can give you that energy, that's what I'm feeling right now. It's like something is about to begin, but it's kind of rocky. You know, like you can hear all the different. You can hear the horns and the strings, and you know you can hear them all tuning themselves, but it doesn't really sound like anything right now because there's too much in the way. Right? There's too much static. There's too much sound. Okay. Okay, so there is going to be movement in this spiritual union. Tell me about that. Somebody's taking action. Could be the King of Wands, who in a general reading is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. So somebody who's a fire sign. It's interesting that the King of Wands looks like he's looking right down at the spiritual union, which is interesting. So I believe movement begins with the King of Wands. We have the Eight of Cups. So I'm looking at this here. I'm looking at movement, choices, decisions. I believe this is the movement. This is the choice. I feel like the King of Wands chose to pull away from this connection or chose to disconnect from it. Tell me why the decision. Because there was something else on the plate. So it feels like this spiritual union is about a couple of people who disconnected. I don't know who disconnected. Let me just listen. Hang on. Yeah, it is the king. I feel it's the king that disconnected. If you identify, whether you're feminine or masculine, as the King of Wands, who is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, right? So if you are the person who is the fire sign, it's likely that you were the one that disconnected from the situation or that you emotionally disconnected from the situation. I think you made this decision because you had a new chapter that you were embarking on, and maybe the spiritual union just wasn't something that you could do at the time. Maybe you didn't notice it or recognize it, although I do see that you're now looking straight at the spiritual union card here. So if you are that person, I feel like if you are the king, yeah, I feel like you now want the spiritual union, but I feel like you've been disconnected from it, to be honest. Tell me more about this. Aren't you glad you have a nosy friend that knows tarot? Yep. Got to get all the deets, man. Yep. You're my friend. Yep. Okay. So tell me about this here. Tell me about the spiritual union. Tell me more about the spiritual union, please. So spiritual union is a new start. It's the Page of Pentacles. It's about to materialize here. Yep, it's about to begin. It looks like, I feel like the king wants the spiritual union to begin, something very small that may begin to grow. So we have 1 pentacle, right? Page of Pentacles, and then we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I feel that this king wants to go at this fairly slow and grounded. We could be dealing with a king who has earth energy as well. But I feel like this king feels like the spiritual union can grow, and probably fairly quickly, because we go from the Page to the 3 of Pentacles already being in a partnership, right? And then we have the 6 of Wands, which means that I believe that there's adoration here. Someone sees someone else as very kind and giving and lovely and always willing to help and always willing to give their time and energy. Someone also feels like you feel like home, collective. Yeah, someone is coming in because it feels like if you are the king, I feel like you realize that this is a spiritual union. And if you didn't know, I'm just putting you on blast, that there is some sort of a spiritual union here. It feels like you know what you want. You want to go back home for this partnership, I believe. That has been kind of rocky, but I feel like you want to invest here, is what I feel. All right. Got to be strong because of the obstacles and challenges that are coming. It feels like, okay, Charlie's interrupting me. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this here, and Charlie wants to know why the person took the fool's way out. Why did they go that way? What was the challenge? What challenges were they having that they couldn't come toward you? Why did they disconnect? Why did this person disconnect from collective? This person disconnected from you because they felt bad. They disconnected from you because they felt bad that you knew something. You could have Pisces in the chart. You knew something. Page of Cups, you knew this person had feelings for you. A page is someone who's younger, right? Who has a younger idea or version of love or affection in their head. And it feels like you knew that this king had affection for you. You knew it. The challenge is you know it. That's the challenge, yeah. The challenge is you know it. And even though they carried on, it feels like, fine. All right. Tell me about the Fool. Tell me about the Fool. Watcher needs to know. Tell me about the Fool. Where did they go? They may have moved away, but listen, they never stopped thinking about your opportunity. They never stopped thinking about the opportunity with you. You may have not seen this person for a year, maybe. It feels like this person moved away from you now you live at a distance. But this opportunity that they had on their mind about the spiritual union has never stopped. It's always been there. Okay. 5 of Pentacles on the bottom of that deck. It may have caused you to stop talking, to stop communicating. Why do we have to be strong? Because of the obstacles and challenges. Let's talk about that. What are the obstacles and challenges? Interesting. The Magician. Ah, I see. The 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. One of you has to make the decision to talk. Yeah. One of you has to make the decision to speak or use your tools or manifest or, yeah, connect to spirit. Figure out what you have to do in order to make this work again. The obstacle is silence. The obstacle is we are the 5 of Pentacles. I'm on the outside of your life looking in. You're on the inside of outside of my life looking in. Somebody here needs to make a decision to go ahead with their manifestation, to use the tools that they have, to materialize whatever they've been wishing, hoping, dreaming in the 5D. I'm just giggling because my bestie last night was telling me how she thought the 5D might be like a really cool smoky bar with someone leaning up against the piano saying, "Hey, lover." You know what I mean? Like the stereotypical thing. Yeah, that's what I just thought about. But I was thinking of someone leaning up against the table here, the magician table. So I feel like somebody needs to make a decision. It's like you guys aren't talking. So one of you needs to manifest it, or both of you. I think right now that's the biggest obstacle, is that there's no communication here. Sorry for the knocking, y'all. It's how I read. I have a hard time not knocking. Okay. Let's take a look here. Tell us about strength. Why do we need strength? Because there's a new path opening here. Somebody wants to talk to you about whether or not you're interested in some sort of passionate new beginning here. There is a message coming to you. It could be delivered to you by someone who's Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. This person is likely single. This person's really courageous. It feels like it takes courage to be single, first of all. Second of all, I think that someone is trying to find the courage to speak to whoever is in the Nine of Pentacles. So whoever you are that is doing well for yourself, it's not really needing anything else material. It's like you have money in the bank, you have the things that you need. You know what I mean? It is doing well for yourself, standing in your power, right? Making all your own decisions. It feels like it takes courage to do that if you're the person I'm thinking that I'm connecting with. But I also feel that it is taking someone a lot of courage to approach you, is what I want to say, because it's been silent, right? The Five of Pentacles, they've not said anything to you. I feel like you're going to get some sort of a passionate message. What's the passionate message, please? And you're going to need to have courage, because this person's going to be very direct with you. Very direct. What's the passionate message, please? Passionate message. It's from someone who disconnected from you emotionally. We spoke about that already over here. And this person is kind of disconnected, but guess what? They're coming to you because they want you to know the truth about why they disconnected from you. So maybe that's you with them or them with you. Take it as it resonates. But the passionate message is going to say, look, I just want you to know the reasons why I disconnected from you. It sounds like someone's about to tell the truth. Yep, someone is about to tell the truth about how they feel. So someone is coming in with energy of, I want to tell you the truth now about my feelings and how passionate I am about you. This person is, even though they're showing up as the King of Swords, they are someone who feels like that anything could fall in a minute. So they're going to be very careful and very specific with how they speak with you, maybe in logic and reason and not necessarily in cups. The only cups we're going to talk about is the 8, right, which we left behind. Yeah. So I think that this person has always had some sort of affection for you, but they never told you, and here they come, I think. They're going to be telling you about it. So I do feel that there's fear in happiness. Whoever I'm speaking to, you are scared of your wish fulfillment. And maybe you're not scared of it, but maybe you don't fully believe that it's yours. It's like, oh gosh, I really want this thing, right? Manifest, manifest, manifest. And then you're like, oh, like on your bad day, you're like, it's never going to be mine. What am I doing? This is what this energy tells me. this trapped in fear and the fulfillment of wishes. It feels like it's a push or a barrier that you need to get over, some sort of, you need to push yourself over the barrier of being scared of success, or being scared of being fulfilled, being super happy, having all the money you want. It's almost as if you hold your manifestations back from the universe just a little bit because you don't want to be disappointed. Because your fear is it's not coming. That's not true though, because the universe is on it, right? It is coming, but I think you have a fear of elevation to go to the next step of your life. And sometimes that's because we either think it's never going to be for us, that only happens at the end of the Disney movies. Could be that. Maybe you're just far too grounded for that. We have plants, we have green stuff here, we have nourishment. Maybe you're just too grounded for that. Maybe you're an earth sign. There we go. Yep. There's the star again. So it feels like there is going to be incredible fulfillment coming. Like, I don't know how else to say it. We've got the star here twice and the fulfillment of wishes card. And then we have the King of Pentacles right there. And we have the Ace of Wands coming up for the second time. And she's looking straight up at, as I see it, she's looking straight up at the sunshine, right? So there's a lot of growth here. I think it's growth in money. Fulfillment of wishes covers it. It's money, it's people, it's family. If you're single, I don't know that you're going to be single for much longer. It feels like grounded. I want to protect you. I want to take care of you. And it feels very genuine. Very genuine. What's your fears here? The fear is the Judgment card. I'm just saying. Okay, that this person's going to come back around, but that they're only coming back around to, to end it, to just say, hey, I just needed closure on this. I don't think that's what it is, though. No, I think this person is coming in because they are hoping that they can resurrect this thing with you. They're coming in through judgment. The universe is giving them a chance with you, opening up the path for you. And the 10 swords, I believe, ends the old cycle, and we carry through to the 4 of Wands. Yeah, which gives us ultimate power and balance here. This is the power couple too, right? These two people know each other really well. They're very grounded. Yeah, they know how to grow money. They know how to grow families. They grow all the time. Yeah. All right. Somebody's coming up to a tower. It's about that cup that somebody offered you that you didn't take. Yeah, here it comes. It's coming back. That's what it feels like. All right, let's just get you some advice, get you out of here. I think I've been blah-blahing long enough. All right, here we go. Some advice, please, for the collective. Advice for the collective. Putting in the work, declutter. Apology. Declutter is always good, right? It's always a good one for sure, but decluttering the mind, but also please declutter your space of things that no longer mean anything to you. I mean, things you got from an old girlfriend, things you got from an old boyfriend. Get that stuff out of your life. It's all got energy and it's holding you to the past. So it says here, declutter, let go of old items, create a new sacred space for yourself. Putting in the work, action that helps achieve goals, building the path to success. I feel like you intend, whoever you are, you intend on winning here. There's no way in any universe that you go at this putting in the work and it doesn't work. So I feel like it ends up with you investing, and the investments, I believe, here end up growing, right? With you and the person who is like kind of made perfect for you. This person's kind of perfect for you. I'm just saying. You know, this person is fiery, I believe. They have we've got 3 kings here. This person, we could be speaking to someone who's an emperor. We've got the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. The only one we haven't seen is the King of Cups. We could have someone who's close to emperor status here. But I feel like there is an apology coming that's going to start this whole thing again here. Forgiveness through mutual understanding. And it's a healing energy, right? We've got the star right there. Yeah. We've got the leap of faith. See, someone has fear. Again, I was just saying, terrified down here, right? Someone has a fear of expansion. Look at that. Yeah, you know, when it keeps coming up in a reading, it's true. Pursue bigger and greater endeavors, but you have a fear. You're expecting the worst. You're afraid of failure. Yeah, you're afraid that this thing that you've wanted so much, you'll finally get a taste of it and then it'll be yanked from you. And I'm going to ask you to change your mind because it feels like I'm speaking to someone who is fixed in their energy. So Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. It feels like somebody wants to take the leap of faith but is having a hard time changing their mind. Yeah. All right. I'm going to leave it here. We've got the divine counterpart coming in. I can't write this stuff, y'all. You know I can't. They're coming in to resolve issues. Okay, we're not even going to dig the bottom. I love you guys. I'm out for now. See you later. Bye-bye.